Okay, so let's talk about making our grid, doing the second part. And to do that, we are going to turn our paper this way, okay? So it's the landscape or hot dog orientation, okay? So we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did this first time, okay? Now, some of you are going to be tempted to just say, okay, my lines are here. I'm gonna go ahead and just draw some lines, okay, across, just kind of guessing. So maybe you do something like this. This isn't gonna work because you can see that all of we need to be creating squares, and by not measuring, I created rectangles. That's not gonna work for this project, okay? So it is so important that you measure. So once again, find that little dash line on your ruler, and that's what you're gonna use to line up with the edge of the paper, okay? So this time when I do it, I'm gonna be measuring a little bit further. So here, lining it up, that little tally with the edge of the paper, I'm going to make a line every 1 inch, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The edge of the paper is 12. I don't need to make a mark. So now I'm just going to continue to move this down. What I would recommend to you is actually every time you move the ruler down, to move it down in between these columns that you already have. So I'm gonna go here, just kind of right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then I will speed it up for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, the edge of the paper is 12. Okay, so once we have tallies all the way down to the edge of the paper, did you notice that I kind of skipped these ones too? If you want to do every other, you can do that, but the more tally marks you have, the more accurate and straight your lines are going to be. So now this just looks like a crazy mess of dashes and lines. But what we're going to do is we are now going to line this up by going here on this first tally mark and then down here on the next one, okay? If you're left-handed, it's easier if you line it up this way and then go like this. I'm not left-handed though, so that will be a challenge for me. Okay, so make sure that they're just all lined up and you'll continue creating all your lines. Okay, so there we go. You can see that we have a checkerboard of squares and they should all be pretty accurate. If you have any that happen to look like rectangles, that means that we didn't measure something correctly, okay? So if you're not sure about that, take your ruler and actually go in and measure that it is 1 inch squared, okay? So now that we've completed our entire grid, I will show you the next step in the next video.